So I dissent. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The collective of New York women deserve better. So you dissent. Is that a reason to dissent from this? Can you actually spell out whether or not there was corruption? And indeed, there actually was enough in so much that the rest of the judges who were acting impartial and looked at this case realized, what are we allowing to happen in this courtroom? Why was any of this allowed? And from this article, which is shockingly extremely fair, from the Hollywood Reporter, why the New York appeals court judges reversed Harvey Weinstein's conviction. This was written by a journalist named Kevin Dolak, and he said anybody who actually followed the trial wouldn't have been surprised by this reversal, because essentially what happened in this courtroom has never been seen before. And here's a quotation from that. It reads, questioned that day were two key moves that Judge James Burke, that was the presiding judge over the Harvey Weinstein trial, made in 2020. His decision to allow 3 women whose accusations against Weinstein were not in the purview of the case to testify as so-called Molyneux witnesses, which are trial witnesses, are allowed to testify about criminal acts that the defendant has not been charged with committing, to establish the Hollywood power broker has a predatory pattern. Burke also said that he would allow the prosecution to confront the defendant on the stand about past behavior that was not related to the cases of the 2 women accusing him of sexual assault. So essentially, they just allowed anybody who wanted to say that something happened between him or her and Harvey Weinstein, and they could not prove those allegations whatsoever. They allowed them to just impeach his character. So you imagine you're on the stand and you're saying, sir, that you're being tried for rape. And the judge just allows this rule where anybody who wants to say anything about you can come and take the stand. So you can get like Johnny from 3rd grade, and Johnny's like, yeah, no, he stole my pencils. He stole my Pikachu pencils. Yeah. And so he's a bad person. They literally allowed people to testify that he got into a fight with Bob Weinstein. Like, what does that have to do with anything that's happening in this courtroom? And beyond that, they allowed women to just come in and to testify and to say, he did this to me, he did that to me. And they did not have to prove any of their allegations. They didn't have to present any proof of those allegations. These were just, we are trying to impeach his character, and we want the jury to hear allegation after allegation after allegation. And then basically says that not only are you going to be forced to sit through all of this, all of these unproven allegations, but if Harvey Weinstein takes the stand, I'm going to allow the prosecution to question him about these unproven allegations. It was okay. What this judge allowed in the courtroom was insane. And so in reversing this decision, and I'm going to read you directly what the judges said. They said, we conclude that the trial court erroneously admitted testimony of uncharged alleged prior sexual acts against persons other than the complainants of the underlying crimes